Hey, bless y'all. I was jumping on here because I want to share how I lost 3 hours of my time. You can't make this stuff up. Lost 3 hours of my time a few days ago um, because a woman reached out to me. Tell me a little bit about her situation with her family and her husband. And, they're in the court system right now going through a divorce, if you want to call it that. No problem. That's fine. But prior to us even getting deep into the conversation or anything, I asked her, I said, do you understand, like, who you're calling and, like, the conversation and things that we're getting ready to speak on? Because obviously I've been putting out stuff about my situation, with my wife and stuff. And so I just asked her, I'm like, do you understand? Like, this is not going to be you sit here and tell me a little stop story about how you feel and your emotions and all that stuff. And I'm just going to side with you automatically. She agreed. She knew. She understood. And then secondly, something I learned from my teachers, from my elders, from my leaders, stick to the book, the Bible. Don't move off of that. There's no need. Just stick to that. And so I asked her, I said, do you believe in the Bible? Everything, front to back. She says, yes. So I said, good. Okay, now we can speak or continue. So we get into the conversation. And just as I expected, she draws up a narrative as to how she's been such a submissive, obedient, has done everything and does everything her husband wanted her to do. And I'm a little wiser than that now. So I sit here and I'm like, okay, if you sound like a woman I would marry now. So I said, so you told me your husband just woke up and was just like, yo, let me just get rid of this marriage? And she couldn't explain it. And I'm sitting here thinking, because I know the husband. I know the husband very well. And I'm saying, so you think he just woke up and just said, I want you out of here. So after talking to her for probably about half hour, I realized one of the things that the husband was dealing with. She don't never let you speak. I'm sitting here talking and I'll say something and she cut me off mid-sentence to insert her little point or feeling or whatever. And I asked her, I said, you must have done this to your husband a lot, because this right here is enough to piss me off. Or any man at that. And she said, yeah, he's told me that. I said, okay. So he's told you that you need to stop cutting him off while he's speaking. And you continue to do it. So if you're doing it to me out the gate, that means you never really even tried or attempted to stop doing it to him. And as we continue to talk, I realized it's her mouth. The mouth, a woman's mouth, that's what gets y'all in trouble half the time. With a man, y'all don't know when to be quiet, when to speak, or when not to. Like, you just don't know, and you just go off at the tongue thinking you can say anything to a man. And think you can just curse him out, talk down to him, and think he's just going to keep. Eventually, he's not going to deal with you anymore. Eventually, you think you have a man that you can just walk all over. All right, he may let it slide here and there, and then one day he's gonna be like, enough is enough. And when he rises up, there's nothing you can do to change his mind about you, because at that point in time, he's done with you. And so I spent 3 hours on the phone with this woman, man, and gave her very clear instructions. I said, if you serious, like you telling me about, your family staying together and all these things, I said, all you got to do, fire your lawyer tomorrow. Because it's not even supposed to be in the court system, according to this Bible that you say you believe. So don't worry about what your husband's going to do. I said, at the end of the day, if you drop all these cases, you drop your end of things, and he still don't want you, I said, that's just what it is. He has the right to not want to deal with you anymore. You've been rebellious. You've disrespected him publicly, because I said You talking to me the way you talking to me about him. I can only imagine what you say to his face or to other people about him. But I told her, I said, listen, if you serious, because I know the heart of her husband. I said if she eat 2 pieces of humble pie, 2 big pieces, humble herself, go back to him, repent, ask for forgiveness, be reconciled, like a woman is instructed who leaves. I said, if you do that, you might have a pretty good chance of keeping your family together. And she says, okay. And I told her to fire her lawyer, just end everything that she could possibly end as far as court goes on her side of things. Sure enough, it does the complete opposite. Waste my time. We talk, do all that stuff. She's telling me how great of a wife she's been. But I said, I already knew. I said, I got to see. It's her footwork. It don't matter what she's saying to me. I said, if you serious about this, because you reached out to me. If you serious about keeping your family together, you'll do what I'm saying to do. And you won't even need to think twice. You just trying to get order back in your home. If you're serious, she literally does not do a single thing that I recommended. And so you know who you are if you watch this. Don't call me ever again. Just whatever is to come to you and your family, because you don't know how to submit to a good man, that you figure that out. Go back and watch my video before this, because that's gonna happen to a lot of y'all. Unfortunately, it don't have to be that way, but that's what y'all choose. Y'all choose to separate, remove yourself from your husband. And I'm telling y'all, man, there's these men are not gonna be like, oh, look at that little lonely single mom sister over there. Let me go save her. No. It's not gonna be a bunch of Supermen running around just trying to save the day. No. Anyway, so don't call me again. Don't ever do that again. So, because you already had a plan, you already knew what you was gonna do, and you just sat there and wasted my time thinking I was gonna side with you. I'm not siding with you because you're wicked. You be upset, fight me. I don't care. So, yeah, so she wasted my time, wasted 3 hours of my time. And it just showed me, again, the nature of some of these women. Again, not all women, but I've been learning, I've been studying how women function. And it's starting to be consistent. It's unbelievable how consistent, how wicked, how evil some of them can be. And that's okay. That's okay. That's why you got to deal with them with knowledge and understanding. So not feelings, not emotions, just like, oh, no. You deal with them with understanding and knowledge. And that's what you got to do. So she definitely wasted my time. And I had, for a moment, I had a little bit of hope. I said, maybe she'll humble herself. But pride is something else. People think that I'm trying not to use what you guys call curse words. People think that it's no big deal. It's just a little. Pride is very, very destructive. And when you're in it so bad, you don't even realize how prideful you are, you're done. You're done. My wife, I mean, knee deep. No, actually, she was knee deep in pride when we first got married. She's probably about neck deep right now in her pride. But that's something she got to figure out. I cannot help her. She's left her covering. She's left um, me. I can't help her. And then the part that's funny is these women be thinking that they really serving God, but being wicked and being rebellious to their husbands. Like that. I'm gonna y'all gotta figure that one out. Cause that don't even make any sense. You have somebody physical who you are dwelling with and see every day, and you deal with that person treacherously. But yet you're gonna say, "Oh Lord, I love you. You're a good father." All these things. And he's just like, bruh, there's no way you can reverence and honor and respect me, but you dealing with your husband like that? Nah, there's no chance. But hey, I gotta figure that out. But keep believing that, and keep thinking that he's happy with you, and he's blessing you, and he's doing all these things, and you sitting there, and you being disrespectful. Because whatever you do to your husband, however you deal with your husband, that's exactly how you would deal with the Messiah. That's exactly how you would deal with Jesus. And some of y'all will put on the front. And thankfully, the Father knows all things. Some of y'all will put on the front. And as Jesus walked into the room right now, y'all would be, just perfect. Perfect. Shamefaced. You just probably, yes, Master. Yes, Lord, whatever you. But then your husband walk in. There's your food. Why don't you get up and get it yourself? You always do this. You always do that. Blah, 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 blah. And just sit there and bicker. But if the Messiah walked in the room right now, we will see a whole, and you see a whole nother woman, and he will look at you like, you fake, phony. He might call some of y'all broads. Like, I don't know. He called the woman a dog in the Bible, so who knows what he might call some of y'all. But that's what we're dealing with today. That is what we're dealing with today. 3 hours. 3 hours, and she did absolutely nothing of what I said. So don't come crying. Cause when her husband washes his hands, she's done. She's 34, 2 children. Said her window's just gonna get smaller and smaller. It's already pretty damn small, but it's only gonna get smaller and smaller. And her husband is young, good-looking brother. Done. So his options, it's the reality of the situation. There's just, as a man gets older, his options become greater. As he continues to progress, build his life, build his house, build himself, his finances, the options get greater. It's not so for a woman. It's just not so. So y'all go ahead and keep thinking y'all got options, and somebody's gonna come rescue you and save the day. And all right, somebody might, but that doesn't mean it's gonna be better. Highly unlikely that it's gonna be better than the husband that was given to you and that you had. So y'all make your choices, man. Do what y'all gotta do, but never again will I sit there and waste time on the phone with somebody who's not serious. And that's my fault. I shouldn't even never gave her that much time. That's definitely my fault. I should never gave her that much time. But that's a lesson learned to me. I will not do that again. I will not do that again. But yeah, lost 3 hours of my time. And another thing, y'all women, or people that surround some of these women, y'all sit here and watch a woman, tear her house down, and do all these things, and talk bad about her husband and say he's this and say he's that. Meanwhile, y'all don't be know they don't be saying that when they on their back. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They don't be saying that. So anything that y'all be hearing these women be saying about how he's this and he's this way, you kept receiving that man's seed. Obviously, couldn't have been that bad. Number one, number two, any of the negative things that y'all are hearing a woman saying about her husband, somebody who knows her and who she knows. Y'all think they don't be saying crap about y'all? So don't think for 1 second, if a woman can trash her husband, tear his name down, say this and say that, and do all this, don't think for 1 second that she has not already said crap about you. But now she got to be smiling in your face. Oh, God bless you, doing this. How are you? Oh, great. Well, she done talk crazy about you. She definitely has done it, and is probably still doing it. So there ain't no loyalty to her husband. Who are you? Friend, brother, or sister in Christ, whatever that means. Some of y'all. If my wife can do and say what she said about me, the rest of y'all ain't nothing. Just know that. Same way this woman calling, she's sitting here trying to paint this picture, not knowing I already know the story because me and her husband been speaking for months. And all I said, bro, this is what she said. Confirm. Said, bro, this happened 7 years ago. So don't think for 1 second you can hear a bad story about a man, something that a woman made up. Can make up, and they're good at painting these little pictures, and oh, he's just, and using their little stupid little tears and soft fake voice and looking like they're the victim and all that stuff. Bro, believe that if y'all want to. Some of y'all full dumb as hell and believed it. Yeah, I believe that. But what can we say? This world is pretty messed up. The system is just, it's completely jacked up. So, men, y'all got to move different. Got to think different. Don't look at these women and their little pretty faces and soft-spoken voice, bro. This is my new thing. A woman is wicked until she's not. Like until I don't care who she is. She's wicked until I can see that she's not, or it's been confirmed from other men that she's not. So that's just, maybe that's the wrong state of mind to be in, but they're just wicked until they're not. That's where that's me personally, where I'm starting at. I don't care how pretty and how she's so, no. She would, even these little babies, they'd be so cute. I got a brother, he has two beautiful little daughters. And I mean, so sweet. He always said, don't let her fool you now. I said, you're right. I remember with my daughter, she pretty little baby, curly hair and, green or gray eye, whatever color eye she had. I mean, beautiful little daughter. But I saw her earlier. I said, this little girl, she a little bit, she testy. I can't let this one slide. So she gonna do whatever she, gonna do now because I'm not in her life. Again, not by my choice, but it's in them from a young age. So, yeah, 3 hours gone. Women, get your stuff together. Men, get your stuff together. because it's just not looking good. It's simply not looking good these days for what's going on. So, men, protect yourselves, man. Protect yourselves. And women, if you're smart, stay under your covering. It's not your choice to determine where your husband should be or how fast he should get there. The father's dealing with him, if the father is dealing with him. It's not your call to say he's not doing this or he's not doing that. Don't do that. Just do your part. Learn, find out what your part is if you believe in this Bible. If you don't, this don't apply to you. If you believe in Jesus and you believe in the Bible, you believe in the word, and that the word is true, go in there and search and do what your part says that you need to be doing. Just study that. Don't worry about your husband. Pray for him. Do that. Pray for him. That's nothing. I even asked her, I was like, have you even been praying for your husband? She said, not really like I should. So, have y'all pray and y'all don't wait. Y'all don't wait for the Father to do what he's gonna do. So because y'all are impatient, y'all make these dumb decisions and tear up a whole family. Because the Father didn't answer you when you wanted to. Your husband wasn't doing what you wanted him to do. So that's all. I ain't gonna keep y'all long. Bless y'all. It's unfortunate, but now I gotta figure out how to get those 3 hours back. Bless y'all.